Hello and welcome to Attention Central Texas. I'm Angela Galbraith, your host, and today we have with us Mrs. Ginger Pajeska.
Hello.
And we're just going to stick with Ginger for obvious reasons. Okay, and Ginger is the president of Temple South Rotary Club.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about the Rotary Club of Temple South.
Well, the Rotary Club of Temple South has been chartered since 1983. Okay. It's a wonderful club. It has 54 members currently and growing. We have clubs that were original members that were original charter members, all the way up to new members that joined just 2 months ago.
Oh, wow.
I've only been in since 2016, so I kind of jumped the gun and took on some reins and decided to be president. It's a very, very busy job, but tons of fun and very rewarding. We do a lot in the community. Our biggest focus is youth and children, and helping with literacy and character building and just making sure that they know that they always have somewhere to go and somebody there that believes in them and wants to help them.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier we were discussing you have an adopted school in Temple.
Yes, it is our Ray Allen Elementary School over off 5th Street. We do a lot of wonderful projects with them. We donate dictionaries every year to our older grades 3rd through 5th. We also sponsor a program that's called Early Act First Night. It brings in an actual night 5 times a year, but the curriculum is based on the virtues that are taught. So it teaches them character.
Awesome.
It teaches them courage, how to be a good neighbor, and they're actually voted on 5 times a year. Each class, the teacher will nominate one student to be knighted by the night.
Good.
And their parents come, and it's just so wonderful. The kids get so excited.
Good. Looks like you get excited too.
Yes, tears. Tears happen when you're there, and it's just a wonderful thing to see, and the kids just so excited to see us when we're there.
Awesome. So that's very important. I like that idea, focusing on youth and teaching character building and things of that nature. And so, what does it mean to you to personally be a Rotarian?
It means a lot. I was looking for something that I could do to give back more. I enjoy doing the habitat builds.
You're involved in that as well?
Yes, so we do everything. So
Goodness.
Rotary doesn't just work with Rotary. Rotary works with churches and other organizations within the community, whether they're local or across the state or in another country. We really tend to work really closely together and find organizations that are doing greater good in the community, and how can we partner together and really make a difference.
How can you be a part of that goodness
or
that greater
good? So that
good?
To me was very big, to know that you could affect a life of a child at an orphanage in Guatemala, or a water well that's being built in Kenya, or just all the pieces that Rotary encompasses, where it's not just something that you're touching here and today, it's the future lives. Oh,
wow. So you're effectually changing lives, really, in essence, really changing lives. Oh, wow, that's great. That's a beautiful thing. And so you guys have a big fundraiser coming up?
Yes, it's our 8th annual fundraiser.
Awesome.
It'll be on September 28th at the Mayburn Center. You can purchase tickets at our website.
The event's going to be held in Temple at the Mayburn Center. You already said what time?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. And so how are your projects funded? You do a lot. There's a big vision there.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of hands-on and a lot of giving back. So how are you guys funded?
Well, actually, we are funded through these fundraisers. So our event that we're having on the 28th, 100% of the proceeds will go back in the community. 10% right off the top will go to the Ralph Wilson Youth Center. We do that every year just to make sure that they're maintaining what they need there with maintenance with the new building. Then we work with scholarships and do sorts of things. Yes,
Good.
And then we also have a flag project that we do every year. Today we were up very early putting out 500 flags in the community of Bell County. And that money also is added in with the fundraiser on the 28th. And all of it is spent by the end of the year. It's just wonderful.
Well, I can imagine that it's spent by the end of the year. You
guys
are
we have a lot to do.
There's a local Rotary Club here in Temple, Killeen.
Yep, Killeen Heights.
And Killeen Heights together, everybody's partners, right?
Yeah, well, we work together and collaborate when we can. There's a lot to do in each community, so
I can imagine.
We tend to find ourselves busy in our own, but when there's a need that comes up, we're together. So.
Oh, awesome. And so for people that want to be a part, if you're living in the Killeen area and you happen to move away because of military reasons or whatever reasons, you can just join another organization?
Yeah, you can just transfer. So if you're already a Rotarian here, or if you're considering it and you're going to move, that's okay. You can still join and transfer and be a part of a club in that local area. We also have the options for e-clubs, meaning that you
E-clubs.
can, so they're online.
Okay.
So if you
goodness.
don't have a Rotary club in your area, you can still be a part of Rotary no matter where you are.
Okay, and so how does one become a part of Rotary? So looking at this and say, hey, I like the idea of giving back. I like the idea of character building and investing in our youth. How can I become a part of this?
Well, you just call me and we can talk about it. Literally, you just give me a call and we can chat. And if the club and temple is not convenient for you or the time that we meet on Mondays at noon at the Country Lane Senior Apartment Living Center. And we can get you with a club that's local to you or close, or answer any questions that you have.
Okay.
I don't mind at all.
How often do you guys meet?
We meet every week unless we have
Okay.
just like a fifth Monday, then we would meet and we would do a social event instead. But everything is on the website on our calendar.
Oh, social events.
Yes.
Mixing it up, mixers, things like that.
Oh, we just go to dinner and do fellowship
like that.
together, and we just enjoy each other's time and get to know each other better as members. The meetings and the other activities that we do just take a lot of work, so this is a time for us to really sit and get to know each other and enjoy each other.
So I assume you guys must have a big planning committee, because this is a lot of work.
Yes, there's about
And in order
10 on that committee.
10? Okay. In order to be a success, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time,
Yeah, we start in January
Okay.
planning the fundraiser. The flag program has been going on for 25 years. So Bill Jones and Doug Smith do a wonderful job keeping that going. So usually we don't have to worry about
25 years. Why is the
That's a long
flag?
time.
Yeah, it is. Why is that important to you guys?
It shows community and the pride. So when you drive down the streets in Temple and you just see the rows of flags, it just touches your heart. It's truly amazing.
Where have you guys placed them? Because I think I want to drive.
Yeah, so you can find them on 31st Street in front of businesses. They'll be outflowing. Also just in neighborhoods. We started a new neighborhood in South Temple, and it only has 8 flags in the neighborhood now, but it's growing. So different routes, and they're all over, and then there's a few in Belton.
Okay, so what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated to stay a part of the Rotary?
Well, just doing good and seeing
There's
the
not a lot of that,
smiles
is it?
and just knowing what you've done for someone and truly affected their life. Just the kids that get to go to camp, and we also have a Rotary Youth Leadership Awards camp that we send 2 to 4 sophomore, junior high school students from all over Bell County that are selected to go. And to see those kids when they leave and when they come home in a week is amazing, especially with their parents. They come out and our biggest question is, what's the biggest change? And they say it's just night and day.
Yeah.
Their confidence and leadership abilities just grow in that week together, and that's touching for sure.
I didn't know kids still went to camp. I was going to ask
They
you,
do.
what was the biggest transformation that you probably witnessed and seen in the children?
I would say the Early Act First Night program.
What is that?
It is the program that's at Ray Allen. They actually do the knighting of students that are nominated by their teachers 5 times a year. The virtues and character building are built into the actual school's curriculum daily. So they actually go in and they know exactly what virtue they're working on, whether it's being a good neighbor or having courage or just being friendly. They work really hard to achieve those goals, and it's really cute to see them in tears when they get their name called to go up on stage.
And so they actually knight them.
Yes, they do. At night dressed up, they kneel. The older kids get knighted. Our kindergartners and younger ages don't, with the actual fake sword, but they still get to go up on stage and get a medal.
Well, what age do you start that process? Because I don't think you can ever start it too early.
Kindergarten.
Started building character kindergarten. Okay.
Yep. So that's their lowest grade that they have there at that school. So we hope to keep it going. We'd love to see it in more schools, but we got to keep the fundraising going and make more money to be able to commit to that, because it's not something you can just do once. It's definitely something you have to commit to over several years.
Okay. And is there a way to make donations online, or can a person, donate? Hey, I may not have the time, necessarily to volunteer, but I do want to be a part. I do want to help in some way.
Yeah,
so how
they
can
can
I give
reach out to
online?
me and connect with me to do a donation if they want to make sure it goes to a specific part of our club that we work on, whether it's Early Act First Night or sending kids to camp.
Specify the donation.
If they really want to kind of work and help with one area, they can. They can also just go online to the website and do donations that way as well.
Okay, I'm sure you guys have a Facebook page.
We
You
do,
got Twitter
yes.
buzzing.
We do have Twitter. I don't know how to tweet, so.
Oh my goodness, girl, you didn't
I
get
wish I
one of those high school kids to teach you how to tweet.
I know, I do. But yes, you can go onto the Facebook page as well and contact us through that way. And so.
And kind of find out more information.
Yes, ma'am. And we
you-
post all our events on there as well.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
Good. It sounds like, you know, it's a great deal. It's a big deal. Yeah, it's a big deal. I like particularly, again, the part about giving back and making your presence known in the community and making a difference in the lives of children, really, because, you know, children grow up to be adults. And they can, the changes that you've made in their lives, they can in turn make a difference in the community. So
Yes,
that's a good deal. And so volunteer opportunities, go online and sign up, or just call you, or
Yes, they can go online and see the service projects that we're doing and on Facebook. And if they want to come out and just join us, they can. It's open to the community with anything that we're working on.
Okay, then. All right, well, good. Sounds like a good deal. All right, and so Ginger Pajeska, I'm going to try that name again. If you guys want to be a part of the Rotary Club of Temple South, make sure you go on Facebook and hit her up, or go to the website and hit her up. And so I just want to personally thank you and the Rotary Club in general, all over the world, for the difference that you're making in the lives of children. And I wish you well on your fundraising events.
Thank you.
And I just know it's going to be a lot of fun, and I know it's going to be good. And so I just wish you Godspeed with that. And I want to thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you, our viewing audience. Tune in next time to see what's going on right here in your local area. Be blessed.